Pramindu and the Magical Kite. In the quaint village of Raniket, nestled in the foothills of the Himalayas, lived a curious and imaginative boy named Pramindu. At 10 years old, Pramindu was known for his love of adventure and his ability to turn the simplest of things into grand tales. His favorite pastime was exploring the lush fields and forests that surrounded the village, always seeking something new and exciting. One bright spring morning, as Pramindu wandered through the market with his father, something colorful caught his eye. It was a beautiful kite, unlike any he had ever seen. The kite was made of silk, with intricate patterns of dragons and phoenixes woven into its fabric. The colors were vibrant reds, golds, and blues that seemed to shimmer in the sunlight. Pramindu was mesmerized. "Father, can we get that kite?" Pramindu asked, his eyes wide with excitement. His father smiled and nodded. "I thought you might like it. It's a very special kite, son. The shopkeeper says it has a bit of magic in it." Pramindu's heart skipped a beat at the mention of magic. He carefully took the kite in his hands, feeling the smoothness of the silk and the strength of the bamboo frame. He couldn't wait to take it to the meadow and see how it would fly. That afternoon, Pramindu ran to the meadow at the edge of the village, the kite clutched tightly in his hands. The meadow was his favorite place, a vast expanse of green grass bordered by tall trees and a crystal-clear stream. The wind was perfect, steady but gentle, just right for flying a kite. Pramindu took a deep breath, letting the wind play with his hair as he began to run. He held the kite up, letting the breeze catch it. With each step, the kite climbed higher and higher until it was soaring above him, its tail fluttering like a dragon's tail. As Pramindu watched the kite dance in the sky, something incredible happened. The kite began to glow softly, as if it was coming to life. The patterns of dragons and phoenixes seemed to move, swirling and twisting in a graceful dance. Pramindu could hardly believe his eyes. Suddenly, the kite pulled sharply, and Pramindu felt his feet lift off the ground. He gasped, but instead of fear, he felt a rush of excitement. He was flying. The kite carried him higher and higher until the village below looked like a tiny toy town. Pramindu held on tightly to the string, his heart pounding with joy as he soared through the sky. The wind whistled in his ears, and the world below was a blur of colors, green fields, blue rivers, and white-capped mountains in the distance. As he flew, Pramindu noticed that the kite was leading him towards a tall mountain that towered above the village. The mountain was covered in snow, with a thick forest at its base. Pramindu had always dreamed of exploring that mountain, but it was too far and too dangerous for a boy his age. But now, with the magical kite, anything seemed possible. The kite gently lowered Pramindu to a clearing at the base of the mountain. He landed softly on the grass, still holding the kite string. The clearing was quiet, except for the rustling of leaves in the wind. In the center of the clearing stood an old, twisted tree with silver leaves that shimmered in the sunlight. As Pramindu approached the tree, he noticed a small door at its base. Curious, he pushed it open and found a spiral staircase leading down into the earth. Without hesitation, Pramindu descended the stairs, the walls glowing with a soft light that seemed to come from within the tree itself. At the bottom of the stairs, Pramindu entered a vast underground chamber filled with treasures beyond his wildest dreams. Piles of gold coins, glittering jewels, and ancient artifacts surrounded him. But what caught his attention the most was a small, glowing crystal resting on a pedestal in the center of the room. Drawn to the crystal, Pramindu reached out and touched it. Instantly, the chamber filled with light, and the crystal began to hum with energy. A voice echoed through the room, soft and gentle, yet powerful. "Pramindu, you have been chosen. The kite has brought you here to awaken the magic of this mountain. With this crystal, you can protect the village and its people from harm. But remember, true power lies not in the magic you possess, but in the kindness and courage of your heart." Pramindu felt a warmth spread through him as he held the crystal. He understood the responsibility that had been placed upon him. With the crystal in hand, he made his way back up the stairs and out into the clearing. The kite was waiting for him, still glowing softly. Pramindu smiled as he tied the crystal to the kite's tail. The kite seemed to respond, its glow intensifying as it lifted off the ground once more. Pramindu grabbed the string, and with a rush of wind, he was flying again, heading back towards the village. As he soared over the village, Pramindu felt a deep sense of peace. He knew that the kite, with the crystal's power, would protect his home and the people he loved. He also knew that his life would never be the same, for he had discovered the magic that lay not only in the world around him, but within himself as well. When he finally landed back in the meadow, the kite gently drifted down beside him, its glow fading as the sun set on the horizon. Pramindu picked up the kite, grateful for the incredible adventure it had given him. And from that day on, every time Pramindu flew the kite, he felt the magic within it and within himself. He knew that no matter what challenges he faced, he had the strength and courage to overcome them. Pramindu's adventures with the magical kite became the stuff of legends in the village, inspiring others to believe in the magic of the world around them and the power of their own hearts.